This video is a collaboration with customizer Grandmaster Hand. Please check out Grandmaster Hand here at the end of this video. Hi, Sacred Studios here, and today we have the second episode where I try to acquire an action figure of every single Smash fighter. And today, decided by popular vote again, we have me, Brawler. Although this time the survey was kind of rigged.
You are fake news.
Since I counted all three Mii fighters as a single slot. I'm not going to go into too much of the history of who the Miis are because they're pretty much Nintendo's minions at this point. At least they aren't as annoying. For this video, I'm just going to make the default head from Smash Ultimate, but let me know if there are any other characters you want me to make. But without further ado, let's get into it. The base I used was this really odd doll by this company. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. They look kind of like NFTs. I wonder if this is some sort of crypto scam. Hey, what are you doing here? Whatever this is supposed to be, this doll is a perfect base. So I disassembled all the joints and I sent them to the dye station and everything turned out like this. So it's a bit darker than I would have liked.
What do you mean by that?
No, I just mean that I dyed it too much. Also, both of the shoulder joints broke. I feel like this is a bad omen or something. Luckily for me, I can just buy replacement joints online, so after dyeing these new joints red, everything looks good to go. I did have to drill out a part of the plastic where the joints broke, but that's what I get for buying a sus base. Next up, I had to make the 3D models for my resin printer. Once again, I got the models directly from Smash Ultimate, but I had to get the heads from DeviantArt this time. In order to smooth out the polygons, all you need to do is save the model as an STL, then import as an STL, and then use the subdivision surface modifier. Let's throw this into the printer, and we have life.
Hello, cruel world.
Did you just speak?
Yes, you printed my head and now I'm sentient.
Right, yeah, I remember that little Marth head popped up in my last video, although he wasn't nearly as obnoxious. And what's up with your voice? You sound like a robotic clown.
My voice is from the hit game, Tomodachi Life for the Nintendo 3DS. What's your excuse for sounding like a clown, asshole?
I'm moving on. After the prints, I got to sculpting. I needed to bulk out the torso and the arms a little bit. Homie had a glow up since Smash 4, god damn.
Thanks, Sacred. I wish I could say the same about you.
Then I sculpted the little design on his shirt. Looks like something you would buy at Dick's Sporting Goods, which adds a lot to the athletic nature of the character. I know they're just Miis, but I feel like these little guys have so much personality, even just with their poses. While I'm working on this sculpting, I wanted to quickly mention that I have a brand new game dev server up right now. My game is called Rolleroids, and it's a third-person shooter with skating mechanics. So it's kind of like Tony Hawk meets Call of Duty. I just got AI players implemented, and I would love it if y'all would join my playtesting Discord here. My game is free to play and currently live on itch.io, so you don't even need to download anything. You can just play it on the browser.
Can I be in the game?
No, you are owned by Nintendo. Anyways, see you there. Now, where was I? Right. The cuffs of the gloves were the hardest part since the design was so layered. It is amazing that this character was so easy that the hardest part were the gloves. So no, this figure was not a member of the Big 7 I mentioned in the last vid. For all of you unaware, after struggling so much with Marth, I've decided that there are 7 characters that are just as hard, if not harder than Marth to create. I'm not even going to attempt to make another Big 7 figure for a long time, guys. Let me have a break.
You are such a coward. Everyone wanted you to make Roy.
Are you going to have any useful additions for the video?
Yes, the sculpting tool used is called Magic Sculpt. It is similar to Epoxy Sculpt but allows for more intricate details.
Thanks. For the legs, I needed to bulk up everything except for the butt, which actually had to sand down a bit.
I don't think you're ready for this, Jelly.
Finally, I'm going to sand down this hairpiece so you can't see the polygons. Much easier than Marth. I can get used to this. And we are already starting the painting. The painting was very simple. The Miis are just a couple of colors in total, While I'm painting, I did want to ask you, why did you become sentient when Marth didn't?
Earlier you said I was less annoying than the minions and I took that as a challenge.
Well, fair enough. I shouldn't expect any of these other figures to come to life then. Before painting the head, I drilled a hole and placed it onto the head. I definitely could have saved some time by cutting out the hole before printing the model, but it wasn't too bad. Also, I drilled a small hole on top, which I will use that later. For painting the head itself, the only difficult part were the eyes. I first outlined it using a pencil, then tried to switch to paint. I didn't have any brushes precise enough to get the corners though, so I switched to these Derwent colored pencils, the same ones I used for Marth's eyes. At first the colors were way too faint, but I figured out if you dip the pencils in water first, you get a lot more vibrant color out of the pencils.
They're called watercolor pencils. What did you expect?
I expect you to shut the hell up. Almost done. Let's hit this guy with a layer of Mr. Super Clear Matte Spray. I knew this figure was going to be much easier than Marth, but this was so much easier.
Finish!
I finished him in like 2 weeks. This gave me extra time to make some accessories. Now there are a lot of me hats in Smash Bros, so I decided to just create a few. First up is this Mario hat. This was just taken from the Jack specific Mario figure, but it's technically a hat that the Mii's wear too. Next up, I printed out this cowboy hat. I couldn't find the Smash model, so I just printed a regular cowboy hat and stretched it out so the Mii's big ass heads could fit it. I'm also using magnets to attach the hats and using that drilled hole from earlier to sneak a magnet inside. Lastly, I 3D printed the shot put accessory, which is the Mii's neutral special. It's literally just a sphere, but with painting I think I pulled it off. And well, do you have any closing remarks?
Will you marry me?
Whatever. Roll the money shot. Once again, this video was a collaboration with action figure customizer Grandmaster Hand. This creator has made dozens of action figures, with the newest being this amazing Captain Falcon action figure, with custom resin printing the whole 9 yards. This creator has also created many other Smash characters, such as this awesome Ridley, this young Link, which is a personal favorite of mine, and many others. So what the hell are you still doing here? Please check out Grandmaster Hand here.